to the second session of the today's lecture. We were discussing about the time complexity and the space complexity of the serial model of computation, which is a RAM model. The worst case time complexity of the RAM algorithm is the function fn, the maximum time taken by the program to execute all input of size n, and the worst case space complexity of the RAM algorithm is the function of f of n, the maximum space taken by the program to execute all inputs of size n. So these are the two complexity associated with the any algorithm. We have to see the time complexity and the space complexity. Here there are two ways to measure the time and the space complexity of the RAM model. The first one is the uniform cost criteria, and the another one is your logarithmic cost criteria. In the uniform cost criteria, it is says that RAM instructions requires 1 unit of time to execute, and every registers require 1 unit of space. While in logarithmic cost criteria, it takes into account an actual word of memory has a limited storage capacity. So the uniform cost criteria is the appropriate if the values manipulated by the program always fit into one computer word. Now let's come to the parallel model, or you can say that it is also known as the PRAM model of parallel computation. It was introduced by Fortune and Ville in the year 1978, and in the PRAM model of parallel computation, it stands for the parallel random access machine. Now here we have a control unit, a global memory. Here we have a control unit, a global memory. Let's see the full diagram, then we will get to know. So this is the PRAM model of parallel computation. It consists of a control unit and unbounded set of processors which are having its own private memory. Here the active processors execute identical instructions. Every processor has a unique index, and the value of processor index can be used to enable or disable the processor or influence which memory location it accesses. Here you can see in the diagram that there is a control unit. We have a n number of processor, and each processor have their private memory space. There is an interconnection network through which these processors are connected through the global memory. Here the active processors execute the instructions and store the data in the global memory. How the computation begins in the PRAM model of parallel computation. यहाँ पर सारे के सारे प्रोसेसर एक साथ काम करना स्टार्ट नहीं करते. इनिशियली सबसे पहले कोई एक प्रोसेसर स्टार्ट करता है, एक्टिवेट किया जाता है, एंड देन अकॉर्डिंगली एंड द डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द नीड वो बाकी सारे प्रोसेसर्स को यहाँ पर एक्टिवेट करता है. Here the PRAM computation begins with the input stored in the global memory and a single active processing element. During each step of the computation, an active enabled processor may read a value from a single private or global memory location, perform a single RAM operation, and write into one local or global memory location. So this how a PRAM model works. Let's see. Here the shared memory model with the unbounded set of processes which are having its own memory and usual operation and instructions. Here the cost of arithmetic operation is constant. Each processor is indexed by a natural number. Each processor have its own index so that it will be easy to identify currently which processor are executing or which number of processes are in the execution phase. Here the computation start with the single active processing element with the input stored in the global memory. Log p time needed to activate p processes. I told you that कि यहाँ पर सारे के सारे प्रोसेसर एक साथ काम करना स्टार्ट नहीं करते हैं. पहले तो कोई एक प्रोसेसर स्टार्ट होता है और फिर वो बाकी सारे प्रोसेसर्स को एक्टिवेट करता है. Any number of processors can read from the same memory location simultaneously. Here we have a global memory. And no two processor can write into the same memory location. As we have a global memory, so while if the two processors are executing the same instruction or they have to write into the global memory at the same time, then they cannot write at the same place. Both the processor will write the output at different places. So this is all about the PRAM model of parallel computation. In the coming lectures we will get to know how this PRAM model works and what are the different types of PRAM model. Thank you.